Here we go. There we are, guys, live. Today is a Saturday, November the 30th. We're here to break down this is a massive NHL, AHL hockey games here today for a Saturday. This is typical, guys. NHL usually get all the games. Same with the AHL. They're not messing around. All 30 teams are going 15 games here, guys. We got lots of plays. I've really been going hardcore, I won't lie, in the AHL with 15 games. I got a lot of notes for that. NHL as well. NHL is a lot easier for you to get a grab on as we've been following it day in and day out there, guys. I'll give you guys a little bit of time here to get in before I start breaking down the card. Like I said, 12 NHL and 15 AHL. Find my picks there, guys. I got, 4 client plays in the NHL. It's going to be at Pick City, along with 3 plays in the AHL. So same as yesterday, guys. I got 7 client plays that have already been put on our Word docs there. I got 2 Word docs for AHL and NHL where the clients, that's where I tell them to check out the plays, get the best of the line. Most of these plays I have here for you guys are all plus money. I like to try to find, if not even money, no more than minus 125, 130. Even 130 is pushing it for me, guys. But yeah, I got a lot of plus money here for you. A lot of free plays. We're breaking down every single game. I got goalie. Most of them are confirmed here. I got a other tab up, just hanging on the left corner there, guys. So let's get right into it. NHL breakdown here. First play, already off the board. The Rangers, the Devils. Rangers are up 1-0. I like Gorgiev going. I'm thinking Dominguez going to be getting a start with the back-to-back with Blackwood there, guys. So I was on the Rangers there. Just a small play, 1-0 after the first. On to this one here, guys. I got a free play for you. We're looking at the Flyers and the Canadiens here. Kincaid is going to be going. There's no way Price is going after that awful start he had against New Jersey. And you're also going to get Elliott. Hart went yesterday for Philly, so Elliott's going to get the start. I don't mind Elliott either, guys. I'd rather Elliott than Kincaid. And you want to give us plus money on Philly? I think the wrong team's favored there, guys. The money's been coming in on Philly from what I've caught there on SBR odds, so I would take Philly there on an early play. The Flyers, I think, are live. That's a 3 p.m. game, guys, so it's going off in, 57 minutes. I like the Flyers there. I think they can Montreal, ever since Drouin went down, they've had issues defensively. They're almost like the Leafs when they had a lot of issues when they were allowing goals left, right, and center. First play there, guys. We're going with the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line. I got plus 117. Hopefully that's still out for you. Feel free to bring any questions in, guys. Like I said, I'm going to go over every single game. I'll try to be quick. Like I said, 27 games. I'll try to be quick, short and sweet, about a half an hour show. On to the next one here. This is a client play. Ottawa, Calgary. I looked like I had Carolina. Confirmed starter. Rittich is going again for Calgary. I thought they'd be throwing Talbot out here. A little bit surprising, but Rittich he's been playing great hockey ever since Calgary's fired their coach there. He stepped down. They've been playing a lot better. Ottawa here, guys. There's a couple teams that are playing 4 games in 6 nights, which is really rare in the NHL. You're not going to see that. This is a brutal week for these hockey players. There's 11 teams here. One of those teams is Ottawa. They're in for a tough spot here. I can't go too much more on that game. Next game here, guys. Buffalo, Toronto. Hutton's going to be getting the start after Allmark went yesterday. I thought Hutton would have went at home. It's a tougher spot if you ask me. Well, now that I think about it, Allmark's the younger guy. I guess you'd rather have a younger goalie at home. You're going to have Hutton, the more experienced veteran, on the road here in Toronto with Anderson, who's fresh. After that bad loss, I wasn't on Toronto, guys. If you watched the show yesterday, I had the over. I'm trying to tell you guys to take the over. Toronto, even though they've had some. Actually, what I said was Arizona was the one defensive team that they struggled against. I thought they would have scored like they did, but still defensively against teams that can. Buffalo, they still have the offense, guys. They really do. Eichel, as you guys know, he's their go-to. Defensively, they're still hurting without Darlene. They got several injuries there. Darlene, what do I get? Let me check the notes from yesterday. Too many notes. But yeah, they got a lot of injuries there. Buffalo does. So I'd be on Toronto puck line here, guys. A lot of you guys probably already are. Plus 105. Found that at Heritage. So let's go Leafs. On to the next game here, guys. Carolina and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I got a client play and a free play here, so we'll get to the free play for you. We're looking at the total. I don't see why it should be 6.5. Even when you got two backup goalies here, Reimer and McElhinney, they're both playing pretty good hockey. And they're two backup goalies that have been, well, not have been starters, but can be starters, if you ask me. McElhinney had the reins in Carolina for a while, and in Florida, Reimer had the reins as well. So both of these goalies, I think, are going to be in for a great spot, guys. I'd recommend taking the under here. You can get plus 115 as well at 6.5. So I'd definitely jump on that play there. I got a play on the side as well. Tampa Bay is going to be one of these teams that are playing 4 games in 6 nights. So it's going to be tough here. That's obviously why I think it's going to be a slow game, guys. This is going to be a more defensive oriented game. Another note here, Tampa Bay's without Coburn, which does hurt. He's one of their stronger defensive players. Even with that being said, guys, I trust McElhinney, not to allow more than 3 or 4 goals here. For sure 4. If McElhinney allows 4 goals, well, then our over is probably going to be, well, even 4-2, we can still cash that ticket. So I really like that under there, guys. Plus 115. That's another free play for you there. Under 6.5 plus 115. Carolina Hurricanes and the Tampa Bay Lightning. On to the next one here. Nashville Predators, Florida Panthers. Looking at Staros going, I would think so. Rene had a great start. A top goalie like that, guys, I should have saw that one coming. He's not obviously going to the AHL. He's a veteran. He's a hell of a goalie. He's proven it. It's just certain situations, bad spells really seem to hit Rene hard. If Staros is going today, I don't exactly like that. I know he's had a good start, but he's going to be on the road against a Panther team that can fire. The Panthers are one of the better offensive teams in the league right now. Not to mention, sorry, we're going to the goalies here, guys. So much shit going in my head. Florida Panthers goalie is going to be Drager. He's an AHL goalie here. He's been coming up there, Drager with with Springfield, Drager. He had a great beginning to the year. He's been a little bit iffy, if you ask me, Drager, lately. They called him up with just because of how bad Montembeau's been. They sent Montembeau down, and they pulled up Drager. I can see it. He's going to be in a tough spot here with Nashville, one of the better offensive teams. Nashville also called up a player from Milwaukee named David Carr. He's a very strong player. He's an offensive-minded player. So I would be looking at a bit of the over there, guys. But the thing is, the over is juiced to like minus 130 on 6.5. So that's pushing the envelope a little bit, as they say. So I would still be looking at an over, and I think Florida can pull it out there for Drager, but that's a tough one, guys. Minus 117 on Florida would be a slight lean, also to the over. Next play here is Columbus and Grice. Looking at Columbus throwing out Merzlikins. I think Korpisalo is going to get the break. He went back-to-back off 3 starts before that, so definitely going to be Merzlikins. I'm butchering this guy's name. They got tough names, I'm telling you, these Columbus goalies, other than Korpisalo. New York Islanders, they're throwing out Grice back-to-back, but they go back and forth between Grice and Varlamov. But the Islanders, which I think is just an amazing – it's going to help them long-term. You get back – eventually they'll probably give the reins to one of the goalies for a little bit, but the fact that you can go back and forth with two really good goalies that could be starters on each team, Islanders have an advantage over so many teams, especially in a back-to-back situation for Columbus, which they are in. So that's a client player there, guys. Can't really give away too much more, but Islanders, there's a tough road trip for them. As our guy Small there said, they're fun in the sun. Maybe they're soaking it up a little bit too much in LA too, because they couldn't even beat the Kings there. Moving on to the next game, though, guys. San Jose AZ. This is another line I think is a little bit out of sorts, and that's the total in this game. San Jose is coming in 4 games in 6 nights. Again, I don't think that's going to be a good thing for defensively for Carlson and Burns. That's a lot of hockey, guys. That's a lot of hockey. Not to mention they're going to be on the road in Arizona here. I still think they can score. Arizona's without Ranta. Ranta's actually out right now. He's a little bit banged up or some personal issue. I don't think Kemper's going. They've called up Eric Comrie from the Tucson Roadrunners. So Comrie's probably going to be getting a start more than likely. I don't know if I trust him too much. He could either be one of those guys that's going to go, stop 35 pucks out of 35, or he's going to allow, 4 or 5 goals here. But if you want to give me 5.5 at plus 105, give me that, guys. I'm going to take the over. That's a free play for you as well. Over 5.5 plus 105. That's San Jose, Arizona. Again, that's a bad back-to-back situation for San Jose, playing 4 games in 6 nights. And I would think Jones goes, even though it's a back-to-back. If Dell goes, that really makes me like the over even more. So that's a strong play. I was going to make it a client play, but I thought I'd give it to you guys there for free. So over 5.5 plus 105, San Jose, Arizona. On to the next game here. This is a toss-up game I wrote. Pittsburgh, St. Louis. I really don't know what to think here. Pittsburgh, they really surprised me against Vancouver, scoring those 8 goals. Yari got lit up a little bit last game. I think Pittsburgh, 4 games in 6 nights for Pittsburgh too, guys. So not exactly a great spot for them. Same with St. Louis, though, I see here. St. Louis as well. So I don't know what to think here. They're going to be tired teams to toss up. I lean to Pittsburgh with the plus money here. That's what I got in my notes, but not an official or even a free play. I'd really feel comfortable giving out to you guys. But like I said, I'm breaking down every game. So anyways, on to the next one here. A little coffee break. No questions yet. What's going on, guys? Well, we got a couple people in. Thanks. Appreciate it there. Like I said, any questions you have there, I'll go over it. Or if there's a certain type of bet or a player injury, I've been on it here since 10 o'clock. So I've been 4 hours just grinding in the hockey here. And yeah. All right. Representing the Winnipeg Jets here too. Shout out to the buddy there from college. Big burn. Anyways, on to the next game here, guys. Chicago and Colorado. This is a game I really had read wrong yesterday. I thought Chicago was going to come with a better performance at home with a Colorado team that was banged up. Threw Francois out there, but they got it done. What do I have here? Oh, it's a client play. Good thing I looked at that. But I'll give you a start on the total here. I wrote over. Even with Lehner in that, I do like Lehner. Grubauer is probably going to be going. Well, he is going to be going. I think Chicago, what do I have here? They are without Duncan Keith, which is going to hurt. So that's what makes me like the over here. Duncan Keith's going to be one of their more offensive, even better defensive players. He's been a force with that team for the last 10 years. So without Duncan Keith, well, I think it's going to hurt them defensively at least. They'll be a little more out of sorts. So I would look at a bit of an over there. Colorado still seems to be scoring, guys. So I'm not gonna jump in front of a team that's putting the puck behind the net, and Chicago's without one of their top defensemen here. So let's take the over here. Over 6, I think I found there. So there's another free play for you. On to the next one. Winnipeg Jets. Here we are. Let's go Winnipeg. I don't see why not. Let's back these Jets. They keep crushing this West Coast road trip, beating the Ducks, the Sharks. Why not the Kings? Let's make it a trifecta. Brossoit, even with Brossoit and net, I like this offense from Winnipeg a lot better than the Kings. The Kings are going to throw Campbell. So you got 2 backups in. I could see a bit of an over here too, guys, now that I talk it out. I don't have it written down, but I'm going to write that one down. A bit of an over possibly. Ride the hot hand is what I have, and that's Winnipeg. Not to say the Kings haven't been beating some team. They beat the Islanders last time out. They've been scoring putting the puck in the net too. They're at home. Even with that said, give me Winnipeg, and I'd lean to the over there as well, guys. On to the next game here. We got Vancouver and Edmonton. These are 2 fresh teams. Both these teams didn't play yesterday. I've circled both of them because I think this is going to be a tough game, guys. The value from what I'm looking at here, I'm thinking Vancouver can fire, but Jesus, it's going to be tough. Edmonton, I'm looking at Connor McDavid right as I'm talking. Edmonton and Connor McDavid, they're a scary team. Draisaitl, that line's probably one of the better lines in hockey, if not one of the best. Smith's going to be in net. I don't like that exactly. I've watched Smith play, and I saw a couple times, guys. I swear to God, the puck was coming into him, and he just kind of gave one of these. You're the goalie, bud. What are you're letting the puck go in? Vancouver too with Elias Pettersson. He's unbelievable. This kid is he's money in the bank, waiting to score goals every night. So I could see an over there, goals, and even Vancouver on the money line, guys. Last game here, skip was Washington Detroit. This is gonna be a weird game. Washington's another tired team I have here. They're 4 games and 6 nights, but you're going up against a Detroit team that's really depleted, full of AHL players. Picard got the start yesterday, and he was fade material. We cashed that Philly really easily. They're throwing out Bernier. I hope he's all right. Hopefully he got a little NyQuil in his system, and he can, his glove hand still works. Washington. I would look Washington or nothing, even an over. Samsonov in net. It's a good spot for Samsonov. They shouldn't allow Detroit to score more than 2 goals here tonight. So it's a great spot for Washington, if you ask me. It's a tough game here now that I think about it. 4 games and 6 nights. Washington, they don't need to blow their load, as you say. Against Detroit, they could take it easy. Detroit's banged up. I don't see any injuries for Washington. So, yeah, Detroit's without Howard and Namath. Namath's out too, which is not good. So, yeah, I look at Washington. Puck line, and then you don't like to correlate an under, but I don't see Detroit scoring too many goals here. That's the hockey card there for you guys. 16 minutes in there? Not too bad. Hopefully we try to keep it to a half an hour. I'll go over the plays quickly here. Free play, Flyers money line coming up here in about 45 minutes, plus money. The under 6.5 plus money between Carolina, Tampa Bay at 7 o'clock. We also have the over 5.5. I like this one, plus 105 between San Jose and Arizona. And I also gave out here Chicago, Colorado over 6, Winnipeg, LA Kings. I like Winnipeg along with the over. And I also don't mind Vancouver in the over and that late game as well, guys. So there's the card for you, NHL card. Still no questions. That's okay, Here to give you guys information, whether you could just be learning. I used to do that a lot. You just sit back and listen. That's some of the smarter people do that. Anyway, just gonna take a coffee break here, and we'll get into the AHL games here. 15 games. I'll try to be short and sweet. Again, you can find all my clients there, guys, at pickcity.com. I'll throw a link in the description or on my Twitter. Missed it in the description today. Just so busy trying to cap all these games. But pickcity.com, guys. Search Gogi. You can see all my stuff there, and 50% off too. Gogi thanks 50 at the checkout. And it's reduced to $5 daily, $20 weekly, and I believe $60 monthly. So great options there, guys. You're gonna have picks every single day. I do hockey, I do AHL, as you know. You'll see videos so you have a little idea of why I took the pick that I sent to you. You can ask questions too about why I took the game. I have no problem messaging you on Twitter. I try not to give it all the information out for free, but definitely have no problem giving you guys these free plays and answering any questions you may have. So anyways, let's get on to the AHL hockey here. First game already started. Utica, Toronto. No real side here. Toronto's a hot team, one of the hottest in the league. The Marlies are 7-7. Won 7 in a row. Utica's a bit of bad form, so I would, if anything, look to Toronto. If you get a live bet on that, I'd look at the Marlies. Games that are starting up here, 5 p.m. Providence and Charlotte. The Providence Bears and the Charlotte Checkers. I think Nettle's going to go here. These are 2 fresh teams. They didn't play back-to-back yesterday. I think Charlotte's very live here, minus 109 on the money line, along with the under 6 at Bovada. Bovada, guys, if you can get that book for American Hockey League, you're going to find so many better totals. I've cashed so many under 6s where all the other books have had 5.5 or at least got the push on the 6. So Bovada is a great book for these totals, guys, and I like the under 6 in that Providence-Charlotte game. This is a client play here, like this game between Grand Rapids and Rockford. We got Nagel coming up from the ECHL for Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is the farm team for the Red Wings, guys, and as you know, the Red Wings aren't too good, and the Grand Rapids Griffins aren't any better. So it's gonna be a tough spot for them. Rochester, Cleveland. Nothing on this game, guys. It's back-to-back for Rochester. Cleveland's throwing out Valainen, and Rochester's throwing out Johansson. Rochester, though, can score. They've scored at least 4 goals in the last 5 games, so they are a hot team, but Cleveland isn't exactly a team I want to mess with at home. So I'm just going to stay off that game, guys. I don't want to lead you astray. So move to a game I do have a free play on. My Belleville Senators are playing the Hershey Bears, one of the better teams in the league at home. They're coming off a really tough loss against Providence 7-6. They're fresh. Copley's going to have his chance to redeem himself. Belleville's on a back-to-back. They also played 3 games in 4 nights here. They're throwing out Dacrid, which is an ECHL goalie. Take Hershey here, guys. Minus 128. We're getting a little rich there, but let's take Hershey there. Available at Heritage Sports, minus 128. On to the next one here. This is a second client play at Syracuse, Binghamton. Martin and Sen. Little look on the side here. If anything, I would. It's going to be a good game. It's a tough call on the side. I have a play on the total. Both players are getting their top, I think, goal scorers back from the NHL. That's going to be Cini from the Devils and Conacher for the Lightning. They both got called back to their AHL teams, and I think both these guys are they're pretty offensive minded. They can do wonders. So kind of maybe I already know where I'm going with that one. On to another one here, guys. Here's a free play. One of my better ones. I was going to make a client play, but I thought, you know what? Let's save this for the cappers. Cash some tickets here. Hartford versus Lehigh Valley. Lehigh Valley, guys, was up 5-0. What was it, 4? I think it was 4-0. No, it was 5. 5-0, and they allowed Wilkes-Barre to come all the way back and tie it up 5-5. They won in a shootout or overtime, but that's not that's an awful sign. That's awful. And you're going up against a team here in Hartford who's been rested for a week. They haven't played since last Saturday. I don't know how the hell they worked that out, but this team is fresh. They got Shesterkin, who's an unbelievable goalie. He's an Igor there. He's I can't say enough about this guy. Take Hartford here, guys. I got plus 116 at Bet Online. They're almost minus money everywhere else. So if you can get a Bet Online, if you got a book there, guys, Hartford in the AHL money line plus 116. Cash that ticket tonight. I really like that one. On to the next game. Laval versus Springfield. Springfield's on a back-to-back. That's a team that Drager, the goalie for Florida, played for. Montembeault is starting for Springfield now, and Laval is going to throw up Primu. Primu had a really rough game in Belleville last time out. I could see a tighter affair here, guys, even possibly a Laval win. Springfield's lost, I believe, 4 of their last 5. They're not playing good hockey ever since I believe Drager's been called up. Montembeault just seems, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He's just a bit of a weird, I don't know, it must be a weird cat in the locker room. I don't know why, but he's throwing everyone off by the looks of it. Anyways, looking at the under there, guys, and Laval's the only tough thing about Laval is they play a lot of road games here. It's going to be the last game of the road trip, which I don't exactly love, but I'm still going to lean towards Laval and the under in Laval Springfield, guys. I'll write that under down. I had Laval, but didn't have the under. More I talked about it, I like this under. I believe it was. To check the number, I believe it was 5.5, even at 5.5. On to the next game here, Bridgeport and Wilkes-Barre Scranton. As you guys know, Wilkes-Barre, like I said, they came back against Lehigh, 5 goals, lost it in a shootout, I believe, though. I think they're very live here. They're going up against, where am I here? Bridgeport. Sorry, take that back. Bridgeport here, guys. They've won 4 of 4. This is going to be a really good game. This might be the game of the night. I think it will be the game of the night. Bridgeport, Wilkes-Barre. Should see Skarak, butchering his name. Anyway, he came up there from the ECHL, but he was with Bridgeport for a good portion of the year. He's a hell of a goalie as well. I wouldn't shy away from. I wouldn't shy away from thinking he can hold his own versus a Wilkes-Barre team that is offensively talented. Bridgeport, though, they are more defensively minded there. This game, I think I'm looking at an under here. I don't think Wilkes-Barre is going to be able to do what they did against Lehigh there. They're at home. Bridgeport, like I said, is a much better defensive-minded team. Skarek there, he's coming up. He's got something to prove. Not to mention, I think Bridgeport can actually win this. Sorry, guys. I know I said Wilkes-Barre, but I think Bridgeport can win this game at plus 137. That was a big reason why at Heritage. On to this next one here. This is the third client play of the day, so I'll have to be quick. It's Manitoba and Chicago. Burdin and Sparks. They're both going to be fresh here. Chicago's coming off a rough loss. They're getting Sparks back, which is their number 1. Got called up to Vegas for a while there when Fleury had that bit of a spell. He got called back, so that means, guys, Fleury's going to be back in the team. He's probably going to be going at their next start because they've sent back Sparks. Anyway, onto this game. Yeah, I can't talk too much about it because it's a client play. But yeah, Manitoba, Chicago should be a good game there. Berden Sparks lean towards Chicago. Got to play in the total. Milwaukee versus San Antonio. Here's the hottest team in the league, guys. 11 in a row. They haven't lost in 11 games. I think that's all November. Milwaukee's unbelievable. I've talked before. They got a two-headed monster in Groznik and Ingram. These guys are unbelievable. They're like the New York Islanders. They just send each one back and forth. And I saw it. Unbelievable team, guys. They called up Carr. They've called up a couple guys to Nashville. So I think their offense might slow down a little bit here. Milwaukee. That's why I want to give out the under here. Both teams are fresh. A couple times when teams have had a long break like that, it might take them a little while to get their feet under them, especially when you've lost a couple of their star players. Milwaukee, it might take a little bit to figure out your team now that you don't have these offensive players you used to throw the puck to and just say, hey, just go skate around these guys and go top shelf. It's going to be a little different now. So San Antonio, they're also, like I said, they're fresh. Both teams here have San Antonio's got a 90% penalty kill at home. So that's really going to stifle the Milwaukee power play, which is one of the tops in the league. Give me the under 6 there, guys. And I also lean towards San Antonio. I don't know. I don't like to try to fight an 11-game win streak, but I do think San Antonio can beat them here. Stronger on the under 6. Bovada, minus 125, guys. Couple more games here. We're looking at Iowa, Texas, the Iowa Wild and the Texas Stars. This is going to be this is an awful game, if you ask me. Texas is playing a lot better hockey. I won't lie; they have scored 7 goals in the last 2 games. So you never know. But I think this is going to be a dead game, if you ask me. Iowa, I think, is the better team. This is going to be a rematch, from what I'm seeing. Yep, rematch. 7-6. They lost against Texas. I think Iowa lost against Texas, and I think Iowa can beat Texas here on the road. They're throwing out Bo, most likely Texas, which doesn't scare me at all. And Iowa's going to have Robson. So, I like Robson here. There's normal starter Kakkonen. He's called up, as you guys know. He's still on Minnesota Wild. So, give me if you had to make me play it, I'd take Iowa, but I think that's going to be a real fire burn or barn fire, whatever the hell they call it. Stockton and Colorado, guys. This is the third last game. Zeki Doolin and Miska, both backup goalies. They both played last night. Giles, Werner went, and Colorado got the win. Werner had a great game. Stockton's too good not to have a bounce-back performance. This is one of the better teams in the league, 29% power play. Give us the Stockton Heat, the reason why they're called the Heat. They're hot on the ice. And Colorado, the Avalanche. Can't remember. No, the Eagles, Colorado Eagles there, guys. I don't know why they're called the Eagles in Colorado, but I don't think they're gonna win back-to-back games here at home against Stockton here. Give me Stockton at plus 102 at Heritage. I like that bet too as well, guys. I got free play, so that's another free play there. Stockton Heritage plus 102. Jump on that one. 2 more games left. I don't have really strong leans on either one. Ontario Reign versus the Bakersfield Commodores. Looks like I think Pettersson and Skinner are going to go again. I don't see why not. They didn't play their games before that on Wednesday. So I think it's a letdown, though, for Baker I have here. Ontario got a good win last night against San Diego. And Bakersfield did get a nice win against, I had money on it, San Jose, the Barracuda. I think they blew their load a little bit. Bakersfield, Ontario's a team that I think is going to start winning games again. Gunderson got called back down from the Kings, so he's one of the better offensive players. And they also got this other guy I've been reading about the Kings. He could be making way to the NHL sooner than later on the Kings. On the Ontario Reign. Name slipping my mind. I think it's an Italian guy, but Ontario I think is in a good spot here, guys. You can get him at plus 130 at Bet365. I know I said I didn't have a strong lean on that, but I'm going to put a little circle beside it because I think that could be live. And the last game to close it out here, guys, Tucson versus San Diego. Tucson, one of the best teams in the league here. Hill's going to be in net for what I'm seeing. Prosvedov got called up from the ECHL because Comrie got called up to the Coyotes due to Ranta's injury. San Diego, I believe they're going to be going back to just one sec. I got to know this. Stolars should be getting the start here. Wells, I believe, went last night. So give me the over 6. Even though Stolars is going, Tucson, like I said, is one of the better teams in the league. They can fire with the best of them. Both teams over 20% in the power play, and their penalty kills below 80% or right around 80. So I think we can see some goals here. Over 6, -115 at Bet Online. That's the last game between Tucson and San Diego. There you have it, guys. There's 30 minutes. We'll recap it as we do. But that's all the games there. No questions. That's all right. Feel free to shoot me a message on Twitter there, guys. EGO47_. And, yeah, we'll talk hockey. You know, we'll figure out a way to get you some winners there. I have no problem giving you some free plays as well. Whatever puts money in your pocket, guys. You know, I've been doing this for a while. And the reason why I do it is because I want to just try to make the average capper enjoy hockey and have a little bit of action and not have to sweat it out, and long term give you guys results. I know I'm sounding, going on for 30 minutes, and I sound like I'm a broken record, but yeah, I just want to try to put cash in your pockets, guys. We're coming off a 3-0 day in AHL for the clients. I know they're happy. I got some nice DMs in the morning. 2-unit play hit in Rockford last night. We went 2-2 with our clients in the NHL last night. Our plays were the under, which cashed in LA and San Jose, under 6. We also had the Philadelphia puck line, Detroit, Philly. Yeah, we had the Philly puck line. And then Tampa Bay, Washington, we lost that one at +106, Tampa Bay. We got a little greedy with Vegas on the puck line. They won it in a shootout 2-1. So both plus money's lost, but our -109 cash and our -113. So even nothing lost, nothing gained, but we plan on gaining some more units tonight. I really like this card, guys. Flyers money line. That's the NHL. That's one of my stronger free plays for you. The Flyers on the money line, and I'm gonna get that. I already have that bet in, but I might see what the line is, see if I can bet it again. Flyers on the money line, +117. Toronto on the puck line, +105. Florida on the money line, -117, along with the over. But the over, like I said, it was juiced to 130. That's why I didn't write it down. This is one I really like, along with the Flyers, is the over 5.5 in San Jose and Arizona. Comrie starting from the AHL. I'm looking at Jones for San Jose, and San Jose's 4 games in 6 nights. So give me the over 5.5 there. They also got a guy called up from Tucson, one of their better players there. He is now on. Sorry, guys, that made me a little shyer with. No, I still like the over in the Tucson San Diego. Sorry, back up to this Arizona game. Arizona called up a player from Tucson, so that's also another reason why it's going to help the offense to hit a team that's on 4 games in 6 nights. So sorry, guys. Let me get a little drink. Canadians, we say sorry when we don't know what else to do. All right. Well, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, toss-up game there, guys. I don't have much on the Pittsburgh-St. Louis game. Chicago, Colorado. Looking at the over there for you. I got a client play on the side. Winnipeg, let's go Jets. Hurry up in Winnipeg and Jet. I like them here tonight, along with the over in LA, Winnipeg, LA. Also the over in Vancouver, Edmonton. Vancouver money line, slight lean. And Washington probably on the puck line, but nothing real strong there either, guys. And the AHL, be really quick here, a little quicker. Hartford on the money line over Laval, guys. That's probably one of my favorite in the AHL tonight for you. Bet online. The other one is Hershey over my Belleville Senators, -128. It's a little bit rich there, but I don't see Belleville winning this one in Hershey. I really don't. I wouldn't give you 128 if I didn't think it'd win. What else do we have here? Free play on, I think, Bridgeport to beat Wilkes-Barre. Bridgeport to beat Wilkes-Barre. They've won 4-4. Wilkes-Barre's in a tough spot after, coming back from 5 goals and then losing. So give me Bridgeport at +137 there for you. And the last one's going to be Stockton on the money line, +102 over Colorado, along with Ontario on the money line, +130 over Bakersfield. That's the card there for you guys. We went a little long, but appreciate all the guys a couple guys were in live there. I think I had 3 or 4. Appreciate all you. Send me any messages there, guys. Gogi47_. Yeah, appreciate all you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you filthy animals. We'll see you on Tuesday. Take it easy, guys. Cheers.